Well then, today is going to be the day we're going to put the gas tank in the Chrysler. Well, we run into a complication. So what do you think that complication is? I have the tank, I have the filter neck, I have the grommet for the filter neck, I have the sending unit, I have hose, I have clamps, I have all the lines. So that ain't it. Well, I was taking my air compressor just to make sure that everything is not clogged up, and guess what? Something is clogged up. The main fuel line under the car has got a plug in it somewhere between back here and right about right there where that hose is laying. That's where there's a little junction that was in place between the line to the engine up there through the frame, and then the rest of it back here. So somewhere it's got something plugging in. I took some boiling wire and ran up as far as I could from the front and the rear, and I thought I would find a potter wasp nest. They're called dirt daubers down here, but they're really like potter wasps. Thought I would find a nest of one of those in there, but didn't find anything because that's just the perfect size for them. No evidence of it, so I'm gonna just think on a course of action here. I would rather not have to cut into that line anywhere and find out where it's plugged up at. I don't want to replace the line because that's a hassle, and I don't have one, and I got rid of my other car already. So it's just metal line. That's all it is. It has to be bent or buy a pre-done one, and I don't really want to do that. I don't want to put the gas tank in. So let me study on this. My idea was with that filter up there was just I'm going to run some, if I get unclogged, I'm going to run some gas through it just to see what comes through it and clean it out a little bit. But we're not even to that point yet. So let me let me see what I can do here. See if I can do an angioplasty on this thing. Tell you what, sometimes easy is just not in the vocabulary, is it? Okay then, here's plan B, for better or for worse. So my idea is I'm going to take my trusty old electric pump right there, and I've tied it into the fuel line, and then I've got a alternative fuel supply here with some gas in it. So I've created a nice bomb-like atmosphere under here. But I have a catch can up there also, by the way, which used to have milk in it. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to not necessarily try to force gas through this thing, but I want to try to at least get gas in the line and let it sit in there in the lowest spot and soak, and depending on what's in there, probably tar. You know how gas turns into that little black looking stuff. It may or may not start breaking it up. The gas today's so weak, who knows. Probably ought to try something else besides gas, but that's what I got. So I'm gonna try to do that with my old weak Harbor Freight jumper pack. Like that. And remember, there's no problem that muffler tape can't fix. Well, I apologize for all the wind noise here on the prairie. The weather is going to change here pretty soon. So that's why it's blowing wind like crazy. Is what it does every time. Okay, so I've got this thing hooked back up, and I went up to the front up there where that milk bottle is. Up there, that's the other end of this line, and applied some air pressure. And it sounded like something broke loose in here, because I was able to get airflow through that line, but I'm not totally convinced that's where it, I don't know if it's sure it came out back here. So we got this thing hooked back up again. We're going to try to push some gas through it and see what happens. You ready? Nothing so far. Alright, I'm going to test my pump, make sure it's working. It was kind of airlocked a while ago, so I'll be right back. Okay, so the pump's working and we're just getting zip, nada, nothing that way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go reverse this. Since the air would blow back from the front, we're going to see if it'll go all the way through or it's got a break in it somewhere or what the deal is. Because I saw, what happened is I saw like some puffs air, like rusty air come down up there someplace, and I haven't even got under this thing far enough to see what's possible. What is that? I'm just blowing around on there. Anyway, see what's up. So let me go reverse all this and we'll come back and see what happens. Safety third. Alright, I got this thing all hooked up the other way now, so I'm going to turn on the pack and we'll see what happens. Hope my thing doesn't turn over. Uh-oh. Leak right there. Uh-oh, I see something leaking right there. Let me tighten my connection up right there. Be right back. Alright, that'll be great. Still looks like it's leaking, doesn't it? Let's try it again. Uh-oh, that ain't gonna get it. We'll have to re-rig that. Hang on, damn it. Alright, let's get under here and see if we can see where this thing gave out. Doesn't much matter, but looking right here. Yeah, must went straight up right there. You see that? I've got a wet spot in it. Well, that ain't gonna be too bad of a deal. I'll just bend one up if I have to. They put it in, it'll come out. So, what a pain. That's why it takes me so long to get things done sometimes. Yeah, up there somewhere. Yeah, it's got a bulge on it right there where it's like it's split, just like the one that was up in the frame. You can't see it, it's on the top, but jump. All right, that's the end of that deal for today. Shoot. Have my helper birds over there. All right, it's gonna rain, guys. I gotta get things put up, but I'll crap up. Oh, see what I can do for a fuel line. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, well it is Sunday evening and I am just being domestic tonight. Running the dishwasher, cooking some supper, cleaning the house a little bit. It's a windy evening out. It's not that cold, it's probably about 50, but I got the fireplace going this evening. Boy, it's kicking too, man. That is a very old Vestal fireplace insert. Vestal's still around. It's up in Sweetwater, Tennessee here, but they don't make inserts anymore. And that one's probably about as old as I am. And it's, boy, you get it cranked up, it does the job. It's raised the temperature in here about 4 degrees already. It's been going about 2 hours, so it definitely takes the chill off these cool evenings. So anyway, today was not a very productive day, unfortunately. So you're gonna just kind of have to bear with me, and I'm going to sit here and order some more parts tonight. That's what I tend to do on Sunday nights, so I'm going to go ahead and, you haven't seen the next Plymouth Valiant video yet, but I've got to order some more I've got to order some more brake parts for it. Got into the back brakes and some stuff's broken. No kidding. So I gotta do that, and then I gotta order a roll of fuel line for the Chrysler. I'm probably gonna go ahead and order the brake parts for it, and we'll check the budget here and see if the budget's lined up to maybe just go and get the tires too, because I want to get it going before Christmas, on the road. So it's just part of it. I've ordered more parts this year than I can remember ever ordering before. And you may ask me, why do I tend to order parts now instead of just trying to get them locally? But the thing about that is that even if I did get them locally, they'd still have to be ordered. So my time is worth something to me, so I just really don't like going around from store to store to store trying to locate all this stuff and get it ordered and all that. I know it keeps people employed and pays taxes and stuff like that, but it's just, my time is at a premium as it is, so I'm just gonna have to do this the way I do it. And so hopefully we get the Plymouth going hopefully fairly soon. It's about in the middle of that. I got a couple things I'm trying to work out to get fixed on it that we're kind of presenting a problem. So anyway, hope everybody's staying warm and had good holidays and all that. So thank you so much for watching. Edit this thing and send it.